A lot of great young talent. Both teams loaded with young talent. What's the key, do you think, Doris, as you've watched this league, to unlocking that potential and making them what they're going to become?
Yeah, I think for young guys, Kevin, one of the challenges is focusing on getting better every single day. It's the little choices these guys are making. They're going to put in the time to be working on their shooting or their off-the-bounce game or their defensive prowess. Can they be unselfish? Can they be sort of big picture thinking in terms of just not only their success, but the guys around them? That's hard for a young guy.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And the rejection by Jackson. Count it. Barrett's got the game going with his first points of the game.
Barrett going to get buckets here, man. Definitely going to get it.
Plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Now here's Morant.
Where's the help defense?
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right. GA seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Pass to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Sweet move. Valanciunas grabs the board. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Brooks outside. Now Jackson. Over Robinson. No good off the back of the rim. Morant with the steal. And here's the fast break. And finished off by Morant.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals even though he doesn't naturally gamble a lot.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Jackson comes over with the double. Robinson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And with the way Mitchell Robinson can protect the rim, Doris, there's a lot to like about that second-round pick.
Yeah, on draft day, Mitchell Robinson flew under the radar, but he had a great summer league. He got tremendous minutes early as a rookie. This is a great leaper, a great shot blocker, always something teams can use, both of those attributes.
I don't understand why the fuck they're switching, man.
Pass to Brooks.
This
6
is
to
crazy.
shoot. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Brooks on the double team. To the middle. Here's Randall. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's good from long range.
You see the quarter awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Now, here is Robinson. Here's Randall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's Morant missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. Morant's with the steal. True on the 14-footer. Morant's got 6.
Unbelievable athleticism. Morant's stop and start is elite.
Smith drives in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Now Morant. 6 points for him. There's Jackson with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Morris, left side. Over Jackson. And again, it's New York.
You get the sense Marcus Morris this close says, I can score on anyone.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Now here is Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Heads-up defensive play by Jonas Valanciunas. The alert, the aware, the always ready to send it back.
Here's Morant. He's got 7. Here's Jackson. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Man.
This kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. Now, I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Randall. 6 points for him. And they pick up 2. Randall's got 8.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Pass to Barrett. Jackson comes over with the double. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robinson. That shot off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Right side Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas, averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Jackson. 13 feet away. And he gets the jumper to drop. 10 points for him.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Outside Gibson. Left side Portis. And Gibson, here we go. Jackson comes over with the double. Freer from long range. Rebounded by Jackson. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more.
David, turn that down, please.
They're called plus sixes, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Pass to Knox. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Gibson.
Well, Taj Gibson is so strong on the backboards. His ability to pursue the offensive glass is truly a thing to watch.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. And that one, good. 6 points for Josh Jackson.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
High arcing shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Knicks trail by 6. Plumlee with the steal. Outside Jackson. Pass to Morant. A 3 ball. Rebounded by Knox. To the wing right side. Here's Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson, a terrific athlete, easily gets off the floor to finish with authority.
Now here's Morant. Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Ntilikina. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Freer.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause.
Pass to Ntilikina. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Gibson.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
Offensive rebound. Morant with it. 7 points in the game. Top of the key jumper, no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And a wide open look for Portis. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis leading by 4. Pass to Brooks. Here's Morant. Back to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Plumlee with it. Shoots over Portis. Now here's Plumlee. Here's Morant. Trying to get something going, but he gets it back. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
They get a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Jackson has the open look. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
There's Trier with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
And here's Morant. It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated.
Cool guy. Thanks for that follow,
And
man.
thanks again for
Wasn't
tuning
even paying
in. If you're
attention.
just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. And there were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. Here's Iguodala. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. To the paint. Portis. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Pass to Allen. Iguodala outside. Here's Valanciunas from outside the arc. They get the rebound. Iguodala, no good. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for New York. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Come on.
They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Back to Jones. Outside for Jackson. Lets it go from 11. That one's good from the corner.
I mean, guys, can you fucking get a
Jackson's
rebound?
Got the lead up to 6 now
Fuck,
for the
bro.
Grizzlies.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Here's Ntilikina. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Frank Ntilikina still trying to find his niche, right? You've seen him spend some time at the point guard. You've seen him on the wing. This guy has got to find the position that maximizes his impact.
Doris, as you said with Ntilikina, it's been a search to find the right role for him in the NBA.
When you're a high draft pick, Kevin, as you know, there's always expectations. And for Ntilikina, I don't necessarily think his role has been clearly defined to this point. Once he sorts that out and his offense comes along, because of his defensive prowess, I think he should be fine.
Here's Valanciunas. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Down low. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Iguodala, such a great defender, uses that wingspan to rip the basketball away from the opponent. Nice.
Pass to Bullock. Outside Robinson. Handle with the ball. Guarded by Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas on the double team.
Come on, man. Fuck.
Fly.
Not even a guy.
New York, no good that time either.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pass to Allen. Three-pointer. Randall grabs the board. Knicks trail by 8. Now Smith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lets the 3 fly. But they'll get another chance. Back to Randall. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Randall's got 10.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Allen outside. At the elbow, it's Jackson. And Jones has it in the corner. Outside for Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Straight up, yo.
Julius Randle picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Play this fucking guy straight to the thing, man.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Pass to Robinson. Barrett with the ball. Back to Robinson. Jackson comes over with the double. And they'll turn it over.
Wide open under the basket.
Second violation. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson.
Oh, this is killing me, man.
The youngest player in the league. He seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
The tray. Morris with the rebound.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
He gets it in there.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
It's Allen on the wing. That one doesn't go. The Knicks go the other way with it. Inside. And the rejection by Jackson. Now, here's Barrett. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Jones drives in. Here's Plumlee. Just his first attempt. Jones, no luck. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up
Yeah,
for
no
the New
score.
York Knicks. Trailing by 4. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And Memphis making a change here. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Ball's knocked loose. The drive by Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Wow, the amazing speed and athleticism of Mr. Dennis Smith Jr. No mercy on the attack.
Here's Morant. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 10 points.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Randall right side. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Morant with it. 10 points for him. Brooks for 3.
I just don't fucking
And
get it,
again,
man.
it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Smith. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
A great recognition from Dennis Smith Jr., creating the separation and shooting with confidence.
Here's Morant. Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Morant's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Trying to get open is Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Big man who was forgotten about during free agency. Randall could be an impact player for the Knicks.
Knicks missed out on the marquee names they were after, but Randall should give them great production for quite some time. Not a huge name, but a young talent that can help this team.
Melton feeling it out a bit. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Knicks trail by 7. Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Pass to Trier. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Jackson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
He might be young, but Mr. Jackson is a problem from a matchup standpoint. Really good powering through there. I think DeAnthony Melton deserves a ton of credit. Point guard is probably the toughest position in the league. And you couple that with the fact that this guy played in the West, he more than held his own.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Crowder. Back to Jackson. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by New York. And although Melton may not have proven he deserves a starting role, of course, he did show his value as a player.
I think what Melton showed is that he has the ability to stay composed and play quality defense, even as a backup option at the point. That's all you can ask for. You want him to earn rotation minutes, and he did.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
pass to Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And Gibson now top the key. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Gibson's got 6 points.
Boy, Taj Gibson unafraid in the face of contact. How tough is this guy? 2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Trier in the corner. Over to the left wing. Here's Knox. Good on the shot. Knox has got his first 2 points of the night.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Outside Portis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA. But now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Well, Kevin, it takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
Pass to Trier. From deep. Valanciunas grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And here's Morant. 15 points in the game. Jackson from long range. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Morant. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Outside Jackson from downtown. Takes the 3. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Smith. Tipped away. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Knocked away. And here are the Knicks now. Over to the wing. Here's Barrett. Banked in off the glass. Barrett's got it back down to single digits for the Knicks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fires the 3. Memphis the rebound. Brooks outside. Jackson in the corner. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Memphis moving it around. Back to Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. Fires from 14. Randall grabs the board. Knicks trail by 8. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Smith surveying the D. And here's Randall. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now Morant. 15 points in the game. Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
And now that is impressive. It's clear Morant has made the effort to keep expanding his range.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season we thought the Knicks' cornerstone player was Kristaps Porzingis. But the player and the team fell out of love with each other, and the Knicks traded him to Dallas. The draft picks and cap space freed them up for a wild summer, led by the drafting of rookie R.J. Barrett in the draft. Now New York has one of the more drastically revamped rosters in the league. Kevin, there's a lot to be excited about going forward in the Big Apple.
Big moves indeed, David. Thank you. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Just 4 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Barrett, no good.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Outside Jackson. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got 14 points for the game.
Well, you have to expand your game if you're going to be effective in the NBA. And Mr. Jackson knocking down the triple. Okay.
Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
It's rebounded by Barrett. Knicks trail by 14. And the wide open shot from Morris. Money from the wing. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, just so good at taking advantage of the mid-range. Marcus Morris feels comfortable in that area.
There's Jackson with the 3. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Morris. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Randall left side. Smith with it. Now Randall. Another shot. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 14 points for Julius Randle.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Pass to Clark. Here's Rab. And another miss by Memphis.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again. Yeah, defense simply not quick enough. And when you're trying to cover down low, a split second is all it takes.
Allen surveying the D. Offline from the top of the key.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Smith drives in. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Memphis leading by 11. To the inside. It's stolen by Randall. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Pass to Barrett. Makes it off the glass. Barrett's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Allen on the wing. Now here's Iguodala. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, that's great touch from Andre Iguodala. Fearless and efficient. Love it.
Pass to Robinson. Now here's Bullock. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Outside Robinson. New York moving it around. Here's Randall. A reverse. The shot. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Robinson with the block. Pass to Bullock. To the paint. Here's Barrett. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Barrett's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Randall left side. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a breakout season for Julius Randle in 2018-19. Averaged close to 20 and 10, delivering on the talent that saw him taken 7th overall back in 2014.
Greg, the Lakers allowed Julius Randle to leave in restricted free agency in 2018 so they could preserve some of their cap space.
I mean, his defense still lags behind, but offensively, well, he is special. The lefty, tough to deal with inside.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
The Knicks making a switch here. Pass to Portis. Here's Ntilikina. Right at the free throw line. Count Count that one. Ntilikina's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, nice touch there. For Frank Ntilikina, he's got to be able to knock down shots in the mid-range.
Jones with it. Fires from 18. No good from Clark. Here's Ntilikina. And he banks in the layup. Ntilikina's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that takes tremendous body control from Frank Ntilikina. Even with a physical defensive player, he stays composed.
Allen up top. Trying to get open is Iguodala. Allen, that's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Here's Portis. .129 left in the third quarter. Here's Trier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Jones for 3. Drops in the tray. And now an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
.40 seconds left to play here in the third. Kicks it out to Allen. Fires from deep. They get it again. On its way from Clark for 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Rab. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Rab's got his first 2 points. Here's Ntilikina. 8 points for him. To end the run. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Memphis. 13 points up at the end of the period. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Knicks. It's a 13-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Jackson. Count it. Good. Jackson's got 22 points.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Pass to Knox. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Well, you look at the length of Knox, Doris, his arm span, his frame. He can be a handful.
No doubt. Kevin Knox is able, because of that frame you talked about, to shrug off contact and muscle through most players. His reach allows him to be disruptive on the defensive end. So in terms of the physical metrics, you love what this guy brings to the table.
The second chance effort. Outside for Jackson. The 3. The Knicks pull it in.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
That speed makes it really difficult to keep pace with Frank Ntilikina. He got the step, and it's over.
And here's Morant. Allen for 3. Ntilikina with the rebound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Left side, Portis. Here's Trier. Clock at 6. And to break that ice-cold streak, game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jackson down low. Pass to Rab. Shoots over Portis. And that one goes long.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Right wing. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Now Morant. Pass to Rab. Shoots over Portis. The Grizzlies with another miss. Knicks trail by 10. Out to the right wing. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Timeout. Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And it's Brooks in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Here's Ntilikina. The lead now cut to single digits.
This is critical to Ntilikina's development. Nice drive right there.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Pass to Clark. Out to the right wing. And here is Brooks, covered by Morris. Out to Brooks. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Knicks trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ntilikina. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ntilikina's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Jones, no one around him. And again, Memphis no good.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Barrett. Jacks up a 3. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for R.J. Barrett. It's Brooks on the wing. And here's Crowder. Trying to end the drought. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And so it's Memphis with it. At one point, they led by 16. From deep, Brooks. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And with that 3-ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Knicks.
New York calls timeout. And Jay Crowder ends every post with the hashtag, "It all started in the driveway." Doris, he knows just how far he's come.
No doubt. Jay Crowder said back then he was always the youngest guy on the court with no fouls called. That is how you develop into a competitor.
Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-3 run. Smith outside. Randall outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Brooks outside. Pass to Melton. Over Barrett. Melton, no good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Here's Crowder. Down low. That shot off the mark. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Smith. And again, it's New York.
Well, you've got to compliment that great dribble drive ability with the pull-up jumper. Go ahead, Dennis Smith. We see you working.
Here's Melton. Inside. Stolen by Robinson. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one down to stop him.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
He gets that one.
I think we know Jonas Valanciunas is effective inside, but he's got an opportunity and ability and the touch to drain jumpers.
Smith outside. Out to the wing. To the middle. It's rebounded by Memphis. That's tipped. Outside Robinson. Brooks outside. Pass to Melton. Top of the key. But they recover it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Just 3 to shoot. No good from Valanciunas. Knicks on offense. They're on a 20-5 run here. Here's Barrett. That one good for 2. Barrett's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Now here's Morant. Left side Jackson. No good that time. So New York will take it the other way. Morris with the ball. Shoots over Morant. Nails the baby hook. And now a 4-point Knicks lead.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
On the wing, Jackson. Oh, good on the triple.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
On defense, the Grizzlies. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Morris. Now Randall. Brooks covering. Fades back. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And here's Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. Pass to Morant. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Morant is great at putting pressure on defenders, which in turn draws contact.
And so he hits both. .158 left in the 4th quarter. Smith on the wing. Pass to Barrett. Offensive rebound. Out to Smith. And to get open is Robinson. He goes up again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Morant.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Now Morant. Outside Jackson. Over Morris. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Smith. It's blocked. Out to Morris. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, think back to the 2017 NBA draft. Dennis Smith Jr. was the 9th overall pick. There were many who believed he could have gone sooner, and some still think he should have. Let's see what plays with this young man's career.
It's Brooks on the wing. Jackson down low. Over Barrett. Outside for Jackson. And that one is off. And New York will come the other way. Pass to Barrett. And here is Morris. Now here is Smith. Brooks covering. Now here's Barrett. Back to Robinson. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Barrett. So it's New York picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg.
Definitely was.
They had to work.
2 points in the paint. Damn.